guys, welcome to my scrappiness. Hey guys, it's Marissa again, another Disney layout. So this layout is a part of the two-page layouts that I taught at the Henderson Jankity Junction crop on the first weekend of October. So let me go ahead and show you what I used for papers. Actually came from this pad here, which is now available in Scrapbook's Hawaii Facebook group. So if you haven't joined that yet, please join. And so without further ado, let me show you the papers. I have a scrap piece of black cardstock here. And then we have this paper. We have this paper. And all this paper are just one-sided on that pad. And then we have this paper. I also have a yellow gold cardstocks here, and I have two of them. Again, it's a two-pager. So there you go. So let me go ahead and show you the templates that I have in mind to use for this layout. The first one, of course, can't be missed, is the a la carte little critter. Look how well loved this thing is. I've been using this like non-stop. And then we have the 1-inch strip here. Actually need two of this. I can only find one. And then you should see the mess around here. So, and then we have Abbey Road 2B. And then Abbey Road 2A. And then we also have Paisley Place 3A and Paisley Place 3B. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and show you how I envision this layout to be. So you saw this paper here. One thing I love about our templates is they're transparent, so you can see where you want to lay them. And let me go ahead and lay them. And while I'm already laying this down, and if you notice, I turned it over because obviously if I do it this way, Mickey is gonna be like weirded cut. So I had to turn this over this way, and then that way Mickey will be there. So basically when you put this down, you're adding about 1/2 inch at the bottom, and to make sure that Mickey is right there. So let me go ahead, since I already have the template over Mickey, let me go ahead and trace this. So there you go. So there's our Mickey Mouse. So that was Abbey Road 2A that I used. Now I'm going to use and turn this over a bit and try to catch that. This time I'm using Abbey Road 2B, and again I'm going to do the same thing. Instead of going it this way, I just didn't like this part here. I'm going to go ahead and put it this way. It's just the way the paper was laid. And so on this template, you can see it's approximately 1 inch that we have added here at the bottom. And that's okay because that's tall. So this will make up for a little bit of the difference. So let me go ahead and do that. And as if you have seen my previous videos, I normally marry this two up to make one whole. But because we have some elements on this paper that we would like to capture separately because they're both in different direction, we went ahead and did it that way. So there you go. So that's one. Okay, this is how I envision it. So let me show you how I was thinking this through. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Abbey Road for the left side this way. Okay, and then we added 1/2 inch, so that means this goes up, right? So, and on the left side, because this is too skinny, and I want the strip, the 1-inch strip to go on top, I felt like, well, I really have to make the banner on top a little bit longer, because see what happens? It's just right, it goes over on this side. So what I'm going to do is cut a 2-inch strip and then create it to where when we lay the strip on top, there's a little bit of maybe a 1/4 inch more to go, and you can still see the curvy lines over there. So that's how I'm thinking it through. Okay, so that's the left side. And again, you'll be able to put vertical photos. You can do it this way, vertically. Plus you already have your title here, right? And then of course, as we do this, you can also change this up with maybe a project life journaling card, and you can journal that way. Or do it this way. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities in this layout. And then that way you can do your journaling down here. This picture placement are just suggestions. Okay, so let's move to the other side. For the paisley place, we're adding maybe a 1/4 inch on the top. And we're going to put that, butt it to the edge, the strip. Then we have about, we're adding about 1 inch over here. So that's how tall it's gonna be. All right, and then again, the picture placement can go this way. 3. Or you can go ahead and do this way. Or maybe even 2 3x4s. So the placement of the pictures is really up to you and how you want it, how you want your layout to look later on. That's it, guys. I think we're ready to trace and then cut and ink. So let me go ahead and start doing that. Because this paper is directional, I decided to cut two 2x12 strips. So I'm going to do a 2x12 over here and another 2x12 over here. And then for the strips, I'm going to be using this. This right here is not quite 2 inches, but that's okay. I just didn't want the strip that we just cut to go over some of the curves here. So what I did was butt the longest curve as close to the edge as I can on this side. I hope you see that. Okay, so that's one template down. That's Paisley Place 3B. And then now we're gonna go ahead and do this. And that's the longest curve. So I'm just going to eyeball this and then trace it. Okay guys, let's start cutting. It's inking time. So because this is a black cardstock, I normally don't ink my black cardstock. If I see some pencil marks on one side, I just turn it over. But for the rest, even if it's black like this, I go ahead and ink the edges anyway because especially if it's a white core paper and you will see the white edges over there. So I just go ahead and ink them anyway, just so you can cover those edges. You know, we ink because we try to cover the pencil marks that we created while tracing. But at the same time, for me, I like to ink so I can, you know, to me, it finishes off the elements and makes them pop when you put them down on the layout. Okay, it's time to tack down the elements. So one thing that I have found, having worked with Kiwi Lane for a past few months, is that it's easiest for me to go ahead, if there's some borders that I need to layer the borders, especially if they're being layered on top of each other, to layer them before I tack them down onto the base paper. So that's what I'm going to do here. Whenever I have something like this where it's a point at the end or at the edge, I just go ahead and do this and then pull it, and then you will normally see adhesive peeking out, and I'll just fold those in. Make sure that they're not going to be on the outside. That way it minimizes dirt and other papers that don't belong there. Again, there's some edges here, so I'll just go ahead and do this. Same thing on this side. Make sure that there's no adhesive peeking, and if there is, I just fold them in. I normally just run my finger to make sure that there's none. There you go. And then I turn this over this way, line it to the edge, and we're golden. Look at that, guys. There's our left page. And then let's work on the other side. So there's no edge here. I do not, or points in this one. I am so in love with that top. That is so cute, if I may say so myself.
And then make sure there's no adhesive peeking.
And there's none. So we're gonna go ahead and put this down. Let's get our critter head. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling really well this morning as I'm videotaping this, so you'll see some of my cuts are kind of ragged, but I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down here. And there you go, you can use this as your journaling spot. Your pictures can go this way.
Three of them. 2.
And 3. If you don't want to use the Mickey head or the critter head to be your journaling spot, you can change this with, you can replace them with other journaling spots. Project Life journaling card. We can put a picture this way and this way. Again, guys, these are just suggestions of picture orientations. You can put as many pictures as you would like on this layout. That's it, guys. This is our layout. So I hope you enjoyed watching the process. And again, like I mentioned, this is a class that I taught at Henderson, Nevada, at one of the crops I attended. So yeah, if this is your first time watching, hello, I hope you're enjoying my channel. And if you could please subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. For those of you who have been watching my videos and have not yet subscribed, please do. And when you do, click the bell button to be notified of new uploads every Mondays and Thursdays. And so yeah, that's it. If you have any comments or questions, please place those in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and you like the layout that we created, please thumbs up. For other information, how to purchase all these other products here, it'll be coming up in the outro. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.